Hey, what's going on? This is Savage AF. What the deal, baby? We back in this piece. This is what's gonna happen. What you gonna do when the Shankster runs all over you? Let's go. Hey, Savage AF up in the building. What's going on? I see somebody already in the feed. Yo, what's up? Lady Hazel May, Wendy Edwards, Nicole H, Breezy JJ, Miss No Slick Name, Sexy Puerto Rican. Wepa! Yo, what's up? This is Shang. Pedro is actually helping his mother out, which is good, which is good tonight. So I'm gonna rock out with it real quick. What's popping? What's really popping? I wanted to make sure that y'all know we appreciate y'all supporting the Savage AF. Something is still down with the Facebook, but we're gonna be back with that. Also, I will be inviting people into the if you want to get down with the show. But again, no trolls allowed. If you start trolling or saying some wild shit, I will make sure that you are immediately ejected. So don't get it twisted. If you say some shit that even the crew actually don't like, Garlene Kane, what's up, Z? What's happening? Evelyn, yo, what's happening? Yo, this is Shang in the building. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Click the goddamn bell, goddamn it. Click the goddamn bell and make sure, because I worked hard on this. And I just want y'all to know I'm down for y'all. I want y'all to know that. Just don't make me crazy today. That's all I'm asking. So, yo, we got people in the building. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I see Nicole H is in the building. I see some more people jumping in. Christina Brown, 1968, was popping. Yo, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And if you just do subscribe to the channel, you got to do this. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast version of the show. That's right. Subscribe to the podcast version show, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. SoundCloud. All right, so yo, that was it for me. I'm not that, but that's all I can do. And make sure you follow at Black Pedro. Make sure you sign up on the website, iamshang.com. And make sure you follow me on the gram at Comedian Shang. And I will send tons of money your way. It'll be pictures of money, but it'll still be money pictures. And if you don't do that, that's some bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you do that. We got some people in the house. We're gonna talk about something a little edgy today. And if you want to get on to the feed, boom, I am putting an invite right there in the chat. Okay, I'll put an invite right in the chat. Okay, you'll be able to comment after going live. Okay, so I would just want you to know that that's what I'm saying. So if you want to jump in, there's the link, but don't say no crazy shit because we're talking about some evil, crazy shit today. All right, let's give the rundown on the run up. It's going to be a quick show. Thank you guys again for supporting us. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for making the subscribers go up. But make sure that you check us out on all the different platforms. Make sure you do that. Also, go ahead and buy that album. Black Pedro Begins. Do that. Knock it out. And also check me out on Amazon. I was on Amazon Prime. Now I'm on Amazon. Shang is Shangri, my comedy special, 1 hour comedy special. And if you go check it out, it's gonna be a good time. And if you don't, that's all I'm saying. Yo, what's going on? We got some more people in the house. Yeah, well, that's what I want to do. See, so you saw my SoundCloud. Yeah, you saw my SoundCloud verse was fire. It was fired. All right. Yo, let's talk about it. We're going to get into the different topics today. And we'll give you the rundown on the run up. Yo, make sure that y'all, always support Black Pedro. But just wanted to ask you today, this is a tough question. Will white people ever not be racist? We're going to talk about that today. Will white people ever not be racist? Will they ever decide that fairness is a good way and empathy is a good thing? I think it's a thing we could talk about. Also, the other thing we're going to talk about today is why are we surprised by the bullshit of America? America has been full of shit for a long time, and it's not a bad place. It's a great country. But at the same time, why do we always act surprised that Americans don't got it together? And also, my Shangri today will be, when was America great again? I don't remember that. I don't remember when America was great again. So, as you can see, all you people in the feed, if you want to jump in the feed, I got you. Okay. If I got you, if you want to jump in the feed, I'm going to put the link in there. If you jump on, but you gotta make sure that you don't come on here with the bullshit. Okay, don't come on here with the bullshit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, and also I said you'll be able to comment after going live. Nothing has been created on Facebook yet. So let's just get the Facebook out of there and remove that just for now, and then we're gonna go right into it. Okay, boom. Okay, let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. All right, all right. Now, I see some of the comments. I see some of the silly comments, and I'm you know what? I'll entertain it this one time. Okay, I'll entertain some of this one time. But okay, this is what Blanco Peter, who is one of our trolls that likes to say unnecessarily stupid shit, but I give him that. 1950s America was the OG great America, according to the racist people. Exactly. Now, I don't know what part of America was not racist. I'm trying to think of what era in this country was not racist. I think that it's been consistent. It's been something that's been systemic and actually been built into the fabric of America. I think that unfortunately people don't have enough confidence in themselves to feel like they can rock and roll on an equal playing field. That's why they are racist. That's why they try to prohibit people from voting. Don't like the fact that black people are getting ahead. Don't like the fact that brown people are getting ahead, and mad. So people in the feed, what do you think? Do you think that will white people not, let me make sure I'm doing that's a provocative thing for me to say white people, but not all white people are racist. Not all of them are racist. Some of them have empathy, but there's a percentage that seem to condone the bullshit of it before. That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying that, again, I'm not saying all white people are racist. No, not at all. Not at all. But I'm saying it just seems like there's America is just built on that. That's what America is, goddammit. I'm an American Eagle, and I've done what, goddammit, that's how I feel about it, because that's what we were built on, the backs of slaves, and they built a bunch of shit, but we still want them to not be part of this dream. All right. And by the way, this show is brought to you by Skippy the Aqua Squirrel. Skippy the Aqua Squirrel will be doing 2 shows this weekend. He'll be doing 1 show Friday, 1 show Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. Make sure you come out to any lake or pond near you, and you'll see Skippy the Aqua Squirrel sponsoring Savage AF. All right. So, again, we see some people in the feed. What's going on? Again, anybody wants to jump in the feed, there goes the invite. I'll bring you in. But say some dumb shit, say some stupid shit. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the business. That's what it is. So after watching this thing with the January 6th commission, it made me realize that no matter what we do and what we say, this is going to be the situation in this country. And I'd like to play a clip from the the commission and the hearing and see what you think.
I told them to just leave the Capitol, and in response, they yelled, "No, man, this is our house. President Trump invited us here. We're here to stop the steal. Joe Biden is not the president. Nobody voted for Joe Biden. I'm a law enforcement officer, and I do my best to keep politics out of my job. But in this circumstance, I responded. Well, I voted for Joe Biden. Does my vote not count? Am I nobody?" That prompted a torrent of racial epithets. One woman in a pink MAGA shirt yelled, "You hear that, guys? This nigger voted for Joe Biden." Then the crowd, perhaps around 20 people, joined in screaming, "Boo, fucking nigger." No one had ever called me a nigger while wearing the uniform of a Capitol Police officer. In the days following the attempted insurrection, other black officers shared with me their own stories of racial abuse on January 6th. One officer told me he had never, and in his entire 40 years of life, been called a nigger to his face, and that streak ended on January 6th. Yet another black officer later told me he had been confronted by insurrectionists in the Capitol who told him, "Put your gun down and we'll show you what kind of nigger you really are." To be candid, the rest of the afternoon is a blur.
So, what do you think about that? What do you think about what you just saw with the, basically the insurrection and what these people said? Now, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, yeah, well, you don't want to, that's just one situation." This was multiple situations that was happening all over the Capitol, and the Capitol Police that were Black Capitol Police of color were getting the full smoke. They was getting the business. They was getting the business completely. That's why I asked the question: do you think that white people would be no? Shut your mouth. I don't know. And I think that Trump did wake up something in the fucking white. Let's just say it, the white mentality of not all white people, but a percentage of white people that felt like, well, it's okay for us to be fucking idiots. It's okay for us to be racist. It is. If you are a racist person, one, you're not smart, because for you to gauge somebody and not even know them, you're just a fucking dummy, and you probably lick windows and eat crayons, and your mom dropped you multiple times on your fucking head, multiple times on your head. Now, a lot of people that tone only. Breezy J, yeah, yes, that's what happened. And if you, I just wanted to play that clip so you can see that that's what happened. Okay, and we got Nicole H. I'm still questioning, where are the men in black when you need them? January 6th should be flashed away. Well, it's not going to be flashed away, and that's what the Republicans are trying to do. They're trying to flash it away and act like it didn't happen when it fucking did happen. And I tell you right now, I talk to Helmo all the time. He goes, "No, you're not going to make me forget this shit. You can suck my furry dick." That's what I'm saying. But that's why I asked about racism. I've seen so many instances of racism over and over again. And of course, when he's not drinking the blood of children, I just feel like America feels like that's the way it's going to be. And definitely Congress, when you look at the, basically the pigmentation of the people in Congress, the pigmentally challenged people, they have a tendency to side on that. That's why black people always got this face like, what the fuck do we got to do? So no, I see what you're saying. Okay, Christina, what are you saying? Mixing signals. I after watching that, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, tone. Okay, then we're saying it right now. Again, if you want to jump on the feed, if you want to come on and be a guest, boom, I put it in the chat. All you gotta do is hit it, and I will bring you in, long as you are not acting like a fucking idiot. And if you do, I'm going to cuss you the fuck out. Hardcore shit. So, back to the comment. Do you think that America and white people in America will ever stop being racist? I, my friend, do not. I do not think that will ever be the case. I think they will hold on to it because it's something that they feel like a position of power, and their white privilege is something that's very difficult to give up. And if black people had that same thing, I think it would be hard for us to give up a position of privilege and power and a pass on so many different fucking things. So that's why I wanted to play that and see what you people think. Okay, so I see a lot of people that are on here. Okay, you know what? It's mixed signals. Yeah, I think it's mixed signals, but that's what the fuck's going on. That's what the fuck is going on. And a lot of times I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Just let me live, okay? Quit making shit up, okay? Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Just let us fucking live. Let us live. Let us do our thing, and you do your thing, and that's it. That is it. Quit acting like Congress. Okay, because that's how Congress has been, right? At least the Republicans. Republicans been showing their fucking ass. I'm sorry, was that the right picture of the Republicans, or was this the right picture of the Republicans? Because the Republicans right now are showing their ass, and right now it makes everybody a little scared of these motherfuckers. And it's because of this fucking idiot that brought back that deep seated feeling in some people that they had the freedom to act like this. And you know what fucking idiot I'm talking about? You know, the orange cunt stick in charge. Not that this old geezer is one of the motherfuckers that you should, bet on either. But still, that's what happened. And the fact they're trying to wash away the memory of the attack on the Capitol, the siege, the insurrection is bullshit. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I asked you, do you think racism is going to end? And by the way, I understand trolling is part of your thing, but I say to all trolls, you could eat a bag of dead hobo dicks. All right. So we've been dealing with racism for a long time. I see a lot of people. Hey, what's up, Stacey Patterson? Again, I put the link in there. If you want to jump on, I am welcoming guests today. Also, Christina Johnson said, I can't find sympathy for a man in blue until the injustices for the crimes they've committed are addressed. The good men in the uniform have not been weeded out yet. I agree with you. If there's a lot of good cops, well, the good cops need to police the bad cops. And until they police the bad cops, it's hard for me to say you're a good cop. I don't know if that made sense, but I hope it did. Racism. Oh, you know what? Garlene Kane, I agree with you 1,000%. Racism is an illness. It's a mental illness. It is something wrong with your fucking brain where you actually cannot figure out this shit is fucking wrong. Period. The end. To have that double standard and that racial bias right off the bat without meeting a person and without knowing the content of my character, you have probably been beaten with a hard corpse dick. That's what I'm thinking. So I agree with you. What's up, Stacy? And again, I'm gonna put the feed in. I'm gonna put this in the feed. You want to rock and roll? Let's go. Get into the feed. Boom, bam. I'll put you on. But I think it is partly because of Trump. I think it is part of because of Trump. I think that Trump absolutely positively sparked it. And that's why I think America thought, oh, we can act like complete dicks and treat people of color, not just black people, but people of color like assholes. And now they're like, wow, hooray, we got a person that lets us be the crazy fuckers we are. So yeah, I really do think that is the case. And I agree with you 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Garlene Kane, you are absolutely right. Absolutely right. But the question today is here on Savage AF. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Is will white people ever not be racist? Will they ever get the fucking point? I'm not saying all white people, but when you write a percentage of white people, it doesn't look as good in the title. But I wanted to make sure that you get the, we need to talk about it more. We need to have people actually, I don't know. I don't think they're going to ever do it. Now, AJ Fitz in the building. Let's see what he said. I don't trust any pig like an animal. Animal. All pigs are dirty. Wow. So even though I played that video, you still don't have any sympathy or empathy for the motherfucker, even though he was called nigger and they threatened him and all kind of shit and they were beating him. You have no empathy. I got it. Now let's see what some of the other people are saying. You know what, AJ Fitz? Part of me agrees with that shit. Real talk. All right. Racism is passed down from generation to generation. It's a way of life for them. I agree. Yo, sexy Puerto Rican, you're absolutely right. I think it is a way of life. And I don't want the white people that listen to the show to be like, listen to the podcast and think, oh, you're saying all white people? I'm a good white person. I'm not saying all white people. I'm saying there is a large percentage, not a large percentage. There's a percentage of white people that just seem to get along with this shit, go along with this shit, and let it happen over and over again. Okay. And okay, I hate to give this motherfucker some feed, but here we go. White skin is a social political currency. The value at times is determined by certain foreigners trying to align themselves with whites for power and money. I agree with you. Hey, Wendy. So Breezy JJ. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of these people that act like that aren't the brightest pebbles in the beach. Let's be real. I think that a lot of white folks that still buy into that aren't the brightest folks. I mean, like these type of people aren't the brightest folks. They're little scared little bitches. They're scared little bitches. That's why they wear a mask, because they don't want to be seen. And they're not the brightest motherfuckers. They're just not. Look at this. Look at these dummies. Okay. But they have done some incredibly heinous things. That's why right now, critical race theory, they're trying to basically get rid of it because they don't want to look back in their past and understand that the shitty shit that America has done. And America has done a bunch of shitty shit. The fact that you specifically were hanging black men from trees and cutting their dicks off, putting them in the mouth, and having picnics while you were doing it, while kids were eating and playing, while a black man was actually hanging from a fucking tree. So, and I thought that the COVID pandemic would actually bring more of us together. And I don't think it is, because the insurrection proved me wrong. And it proved me right when I said, they're not going to change the way they look at us. They're not going to like us. They're not going to ever do that. So, yeah, nobody's going live with me, Lady Hazel May, because they scared. You motherfuckers are scared. I sent you the link. The link's in the feed. Rock with me then. Rock with me and say the shit, because a lot of times people are afraid to say certain shit about it. When I even put this, will white people ever not be racist? I don't think so. I think it is the nature of the beast. I think just like Sexy Puerto Rican said, it's passed down from generation to generation. When you look at a little black kid and a white kid together, they're just playing. They're just little kids, and they're just having fun. Once the parents get involved from both sides. But a lot of times you can't act surprised by the animosity black people have because of the treatment they have received. Okay. If you treat me like an animal, don't be surprised I act animalistic. Okay. If you want to, like they say, well, black people kill black people. Yeah. Any animal you put in a barrel and you put the top on it, they'll rip each other apart to get out that fucking barrel. So that's sometimes what it happens. So, but it is. I think that white people, a percentage of white people, I'm going to make sure I clarify the shit before I go on to the next topic. A percentage of white folks are very afraid of equality, because they know that you got to step up your game even more. You can't use oppression, suppression of the vote. You just got to get out there and do your fucking thing. And it's got to be a fair playing field. Don't try to race me in a fucking race and then have a chain on my leg and be like, yeah, I beat you. Well, you had a chain on my fucking leg. It's like, yo, rock with us on an equal playing field. You win, cool. I win, cool. Live with it. Deal with it. Quit being pussies. Quit being motherfucking yogurty ass, fruit at the bottom, yo play bitch ass motherfuckers. Let it happen, and that's it. All right? And I know people saying I'm a racist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. I see people in the feed. We got the fucking clowns in the feed to say clownish shit. But no, it's not me being a racist. I'm saying let me live. Let me be at an equal playing field. Don't try to suppress the vote. Don't beat me up as a cop. Don't be a cop if you're a white cop or black cop. But if you're a white cop and you're beating me down for a parking ticket when I'm not doing anything wrong, then fuck you. And that's what I've been saying. So fuck you. And anybody that thinks I'm a racist because I say that, fuck you too, because obviously you're not smart enough for me to have a conversation with. So that's what I'm saying. And I understand you got to do your troll thing, but hey, pa-da-da-da-da-da, fuck you. All right, so we're going to go on to the next topic. And I'm not saying that I see some of the people in the feed. We're not victims. I don't think we're always victims, but sometimes we are victimized. And to ignore that and act like, well, I still, you couldn't have been on a fucking resume that check every box like fucking Obama was. Obama checked every box, and they still considered him a nigger. Still considered him lower than you. The fucking in Arizona, the congresswoman still felt she had the fucking right to get in his face and point her finger and say what the fuck she wanted to say. Get the fuck out of here. So, Savage AF, that's what it is. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you get a chance, go to subscribe to the channel. All you got to do is click this. Now, this applies to this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. Why are we surprised by the bullshit of America? Why are we surprised that America lies constantly? We're number one when we're not. we're way down the line in reading and just humanity. What are you talking about? Not that other countries aren't fucked up too. America's not the only fucked up place. There's a lot of places fucked up, but America has a tendency to be like, we're the fucking best, bro. We're the best it's ever been. Nothing's ever been better than us, and that's the way it fucking is, man. Woo! What's up, Miss Adverb? I'm sorry, your baby mama daddy ain't here. He's not here. Pedro, shout out to Pedro. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro. But okay, Miss Adverb said it's always going to be someone without pigment to say someone with it is a victim. It's always going to be a victimizer to say the oppression isn't real. I agree with you 1,000%. 1,000%. And you're right, AJ. I'm not going to entertain that clown. You're not in a circus. Okay. Thank you so much for getting me straight back on thing. Just sometimes, motherfucker try to start some shit. You want to put hands on them. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, but no, I just really, I think you're right. I think, yes. There were people that were yelling nigger at this police officer. I'll play the clip again before we get out of here. But right now we're talking about why are we surprised by the bullshit of America? And again, I put the link down there. Anybody wants to jump in the feed and give me some input pertaining to that, rock and roll with me. If not, I understand. But right now, I mean, yeah, it'll bring you into the show if you want to. The link is right there. Look in the feed. You grab it. Boom. You come in. Boom. Right. America's not number one in a lot of shit. Let's be real with you. America's not number one in a lot of aspects of the world. There are other aspects of the world that are further ahead of us. And there are other aspects that handled the pandemic much better than us. Not that we didn't handle it horribly because we had an orange cunt stick that was in charge and decided to ignore it and say, oh, it'll go away by Easter. Oh, well, I'll be back in church. And do because he was one of the most horrible human beings in the planet. And there was a backlash to say, well, we had Obama. Let's go see if we can go the opposite side of the spectrum of humanity and hire a motherfucker that absolutely positively was one of the doofusest motherfuckers on the planet. That's what we did. And he's being proved it right now because everybody in the Trump sphere right now, they got some kind of fucking lawsuit or indictment or some shit is coming down on him. All his people, because they was corrupt as a motherfucker. Let's be real. But and again, I see people in the feed. I'm gonna read off some of the stuff. Yeah. Be safe, Carolina boss. Yo, be safe. That's for real. All right. Let me see. Mr. Adverb, a warning. He records the YouTube videos and edits them and makes it look like he's in them. Wow, that's a crazy motherfucker. But aside from that, hey, Miss Furlow speaks. What's popping? But again, if you want to come on, that somebody that's responsible and as mentally stable, you want to come on the show, I put the link there. But if not, I will rock and roll with this. What I'm saying to you is America has never been the greatest country in the world. It's one of the greatest. I'm not going to front, but it's not. It's just not. And we have a tendency to believe that in the face of all of the bullshit, and until we can have some kind of equality, we're never going to have just equality across the board. Let's be real. But until then, a semblance of working together and trying to move forward and make shit better. Until we do that, I'm not going to say America's the greatest. I'm going to be like, no, it ain't, motherfucker. So, and the way I see things go down in society pertaining to some of the racism, sexism, xenophobia, on and on, it just makes us crazy. Makes you a little bit crazy. That's all. That's all I'm saying. And I see black people that you feel like, hey, everything's cool and they be dancing and having a good goddamn time. I just don't think we're there yet. That's all. And you can agree with me or not. And the motherfuckers that want to agree with me, fine. What's up, Christina Johnson? What's popping? I see you. Yes, I agree with you 1,000%. Miss Furlow speaks. Boom. All of them are corrupted. I agree. Now, I think that the Democrats are part of the bullshit too. I think the Republicans and the Democrats are part of the bullshit. But I really do think that the Republicans have shown their ass a little bit more, okay, a lot more than the Democrats. So I agree with you. There's a lot of people in the feed coming in. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Pedro is helping his mother out, which I think is a fantastic thing. And Pedro will be back tomorrow. We are usually on from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday through Thursday. And then Fridays, we're on 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can check us out, Savage AF. And also we're on the Facebook page, which is actually Savage A.F on Facebook. That's our fan page. Thank you for getting us over 4,000 people. We appreciate it. All of the people that's following, we're almost at 5,000 people actually, and we appreciate that shit. All right, let's Caroline, boss. Let's see what you talk about. If we plan it, it can go live. I'll make sure I'm stopped, but not this time. Okay, no problem. We'll definitely plan that for sure. Sometime I bring people in when Pedro's not here, and that's it. Okay, and yes, there's a point, CF, you cunt. Yes, the point was America's not great. Some of the people that I was reading the comments off, and that's what I was doing. But you're probably one of those people that supported this motherfucker. So eat a dick. I'm an aggressive person, and you're right, AJ Fit. Maybe I shouldn't say shit, but sometimes I kind of like it. Savage AF, we're about to go on to the next topic, and this is my Shangri. And you know, it's not really, well, I don't know if I'm going to do that. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to just meld it in because boom, when was America great again? That's what I want to know. When was America great again? If anybody can say when America was great, then tell me. I think that America has a long way to go. That's all. It doesn't mean that I think all white people are bad because black people are bad. Asian people are bad. There's bad people in every race. But I'm saying right now, the shit I'm saying pertaining to voter restriction and, you know, passing these bills to try to restrict people of color to vote, which is absolutely documented. You're showing your ass. That's all. You motherfuckers are showing your ass. And I'm going to talk like that. And that's what I'm saying. If you cannot see that this is wrong, if you cannot see that what I played, the clip I played, if you cannot see that it's wrong for them to not, if you don't, you're mad at cops, I get it. But why is it the black and brown cops are getting the most death threats out of all the cops? Now, again, I'm going to play the clip and you can decide for yourself if I'm the one that, the way I'm looking at it, at least the way I look at it, it was not a good thing.
I told them to just leave the Capitol, and in response, they yelled, "No, man, this is our house. President Trump invited us here. We're here to stop the steal. Joe Biden is not the president. Nobody voted for Joe Biden. I'm a law enforcement officer, and I do my best to keep politics out of my job. But in this circumstance, I responded. Well, I voted for Joe Biden. Does my vote not count? Am I nobody?" That prompted a torrent of racial epithets. One woman in a pink MAGA shirt yelled, "You hear that, guys? This nigger voted for Joe Biden." Then the crowd, perhaps around 20 people, joined in screaming, "Boo, fucking nigger." No one had ever called me a nigger while wearing the uniform of a Capitol Police officer. In the days following the attempted insurrection, other black officers shared with me their own stories of racial abuse on January 6th. One officer told me he had never, and in his entire 40 years of life, been called a nigger to his face, and that streak ended on January 6th. Yet another black officer later told me he had been confronted by insurrectionists in the Capitol who told him, "Put your gun down and we'll show you what kind of nigger you really are." To be candid, the rest of the afternoon is a blur.
And now you can get what you can get from that. I don't know what you get from that, but you know, I mean, him sniffling, that shit was a little, a little dramatic. But maybe he really felt that way. Savage AF, what I'm saying, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check us out on all the different platforms. We appreciate you rocking with us. You know what? I was going to do my Shangri, but I just decided, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to do my Shangri. So, my Shangri today is, when was America great again? I'm going to bring it back. When was America great again? I want you to inbox me if you want to, and I will be checking them before you try to troll me or some stupid shit when you don't know me. And then the motherfuckers that try to check me with my comedy can't say a motherfucking thing. Bye-bye. But let me know, give me some instances, and we'll do it on another show, when America was great. When America actually showed that it can actually step up and step out and be the greatest country in the world. And if you give me some concrete answers, I'll be like, yo, I'm down. You make sense. But until then, not really. Savage AF, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a quick short show. Also, we got a couple live shows coming up. And I see some of the people actually going against each other in the feed. Hey, I can't look, people don't get offended. Our audience is savage as fuck. Okay? Our audience is savage as fuck. I get it. Whatever. And the people that heckle, me on the feed, I get it. You just have to do what you got to do. But if you like to come see myself and Pedro, we got a show coming up. Boom. In North Hollywood, we're going to be at the Comedy Chateau August 28th, 7:30 p.m. It's myself, also Black Pedro. We're going to have some other comedians on the show. Make sure you go to thecomedychateau.com and you can check us out. Make sure you pick up some tickets for you and your friends. It's going to sell out, so make sure you do that. Also, this weekend, actually, I will be, not this weekend, August 6th and 7th, I'll be in the Bay Area at the Alameda Comedy Club. I'll be headlining 4 shows there. If you're in that Bay Area, check it out. Go to the AlamedaComedyClub.com and you can get tickets. All right? So I appreciate all you people coming out to the show. The people that didn't want to rock with me today, I'm totally understand. I totally understand that, it's difficult to be coming to the feed. People see you. People start trolling you. I get it. But thank you guys for supporting us. I'll be back tomorrow. And hopefully, you have a good day, good life, good things going on. And I'm going to read off some of the things here. America was great before it was America, a.k.a. Turtle Island. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of people, saying a lot of crazy shit. We love it in the feed. And even the people that diss me, bring it on, bro. I can handle it. I've handled a whole bunch of other shit in life. I can handle that. But thank you guys for supporting us. Savage AF. We will see you again tomorrow. Black Pedro will be back. And I appreciate y'all. Take care.